All right, look, y'all. I was watching the movie uh Nuremberg yesterday night, and I gotta say it's okay for me to watch an entertaining movie a lot. I like watching entertaining movies, but every once in a while I'll watch a movie that's a little bit more than entertainment, like watching uh a 1917 or Schindler's List or something like that. Something that's more than entertainment. Something you like watching Mississippi Burning or something like that. Something that's more than entertaining. It's you kind of learn stuff from it. And I think Nuremberg is one of those important movies that is a little bit past entertainment. And usually I would do a regular role review about it, but I'm just gonna read you some of the quotes from the movie. It's nothing really in spoiler territory, but just something to think about if you wanted to watch the movie. Something to think about as you look out into society today and how it looks. Cause I looked at this movie and then I saw what society's looking like currently, and it got me thinking, okay? It got me thinking, so I'm like, a lot of people should probably watch this movie. So anyway, let me read to you like a few quotes from this movie. The two lead characters talking to each other. You're Justice Jackson, and you're the Shrink. That's just the two lead characters talking to each other. A little bit of funny moments in the movie. Did you just blackmail the Pope? I don't want to talk about it. That was a pretty funny moment in the movie. That's ridiculous. What's higher than the president? Enter the Pope. Yeah. Then we get into a little bit of more serious quotes. The president disapproves of executions without a trial. He'd rather you execute them after. The president at the time, at the time of the Nuremberg trials. So yeah, that president. Another quote as one of the main characters explain his motivations. We could diagnose evil. We could diagnose evil. This is the enemy speaking. Just because a man is your ally does not mean he is on your side. Think about it. Think about it. Just because a man is your ally does not mean he is on your side. Now think about that. This is coming from the enemy. Think about what that means. That the enemy told you that just because he's your ally doesn't mean he's on your side. Something to think about. I'm telling you. Then we get into even more serious stuff. One of the lead characters questioning a random German person who's in distress. Where are they? They took them. Who? Americans. Think about it. That's what the German guy said. Americans. Think about it. Think about how the German guy felt in that situation. Where are they? They took them, said the German guy. Who? Americans. I'm just saying. Think about it. The enemy speaking. You have your freedom because you won and we lost, not because of moral superiority. It's just something to think about. Just something to think about. Just think about that for a second. Just saying. Uh, One of the main characters in the movie said this before the first bullet was shot. before hundreds of millions were killed. It started with laws. This war ends in a courtroom. Think about that. It's some heavy stuff. The enemy. One of the enemies said this: years from now, I wonder what you'll say about us. Will you even say that we were human? Something to think about. Just listen to that quote. Just let that marinate. Will you even say that we were human? If you think the next time it happens that they'll be wearing scary uniforms, you are out of your mind. Yeah, that's one of the main characters say that. If you think next time it happens they'll be wearing scary uniforms, you are out of your mind. And the last three quotes: the Nazis had a name for what they did to us. The final solution. Didn't have to think about that too hard, but let it marinate a little bit. And then think about this quote right here. Think about this movie quote. The final solution was about immigration. Let me say it again. The final solution was about immigration. And of course, the quote from the preview, welcome to Nuremberg. That's just a cool quote. I just like how he said it. It sounded cool when he said it. Welcome to Nuremberg. It sounded cool. But yeah, there is a lot of quotes in the movie, and this doesn't even scratch the surface of what this movie actually showed you. I mean, I hesitate to tell you to bring anybody Jewish to this movie. You might need to bring a emotional support human with them to this movie. It gets a little intense, but even with those quotes that you thought that I read for you, it's something to think about. I mean, here's some stuff I wrote down that I was thinking during the movie, because the main character is walking a fine line between understanding the enemy and sympathizing with the enemy. I mean, trying to diagnose evil, that's one thing. But sympathizing with the enemy, who's the enemy in this? That's a whole, and he was walking a fine line between the two. And then the enemy trying to out-psych the psych. Kind of a Hannibal Lecter style in that movie with Jodie Foster. In that movie with Jodie Foster, it was a little bit Hannibal Lecter like, with the bad guy of the movie trying to out-psych the psych. Yeah, that was a nice it was kind of nice seeing that back and forth between Mr. Robot and Jor-El. That was kind of nice. As far as the movie goes, not in actuality. That's horrible. The movie will show you just how far a person will go to rationalize the evil that they do. When you watching the movie, you'll see just how far they'll go trying to rationalize the stuff that they did. And that's a lesson that you can learn today's time. That's why the movie is so important. And in the movie, you kind of get a glimpse of how we know how horrible the enemy was. We know what we think about them. But in the movie, you kind of get a glimpse of how the enemy sees us. How innocent we think we are, but how does the enemy look at us? I'm just saying, does the enemy see us as innocent as we see us? Just something to think about. That the movie makes you think a little bit. It makes you think just how close we are to the evil that we condemn here in the United States. As horrible as that is to think about, the movie kind of shows you just how close we are to the evil deeds that we're condemning. I mean, it's a pretty heavy movie. That's why I encourage a lot of people to watch it. And it shows you, I mean, like right off the bat, the movie shows you how history is repeating itself. I mean, you hear that a lot, but when you're watching this movie, yeah, you can see how history is repeating itself over and over again, or one atrocity after another. And on a lighter note, it is kind of cool how the bad guy was trying to pull a magic trick over on his prosecutors, over the people that were judging him, based off of the stuff that he was learning from the people that were judging him. He took that information and tried to use it against them in the form of a magic trick. But you have to see the movie to understand that connection, and it's worth it. It's cool. It's a little bit cool. I ain't gonna lie to you. The movie also tells you a familiar lesson that isn't evil isn't born, it's taught. Because if you were to visit all these families, all these German families, and they just seem indistinguishable from us. You see all these kids as innocent as can be. And you're looking at them like, you see the kids, you see the soldiers, you see the soldiers, you see the kids, and you realize, yeah, evil is taught, not born. But sometimes we need a reminder of that thing, so we don't just go around making assumptions about people. I'm just saying the movie is more than just an entertaining look. Yes, it's 2 hours long. It's like almost 2.5 hours long, but man, I think it's worth it. I think it's worth it. I think this movie is really important, and a lot of people need to see this movie and then look at the age we're in. Look at how society is running. And then you'll start to realize how important movies like these are. Movies like Nuremberg is. Movies like 1917, Saving Private Ryan. Movies like that. Unbreakable. Movies like that. Some of these movies just go beyond entertainment, and me personally, I really gotta recommend this movie. I mean, if you have just at least a little bit of curiosity about the movie Nuremberg that just came out like 3 days ago, if you even have a little bit of curiosity about what's going on in that movie, you should really go see it. It's a really important movie, and I would do a normal review of this movie, but this seemed like the better option to just get your mind thinking with these quotes that came from the movie. Nothing in spoiler territory. It's just something for you to think about in case you are struggling with thinking about watching the movie. You should really watch it. You really should.